as we come back to your leaders who are on the final lap. And Grant Miller started this lap the best part of 7/10 clear, and he's still 7/10 clear as they exit Adelaide. And right now, what can Steve Rubino throw at this? Can he throw anything more to try and close that gap down, or has he hit his limit? Well, Grant Miller right now in control of this race. He seems to be running comfortably, as Oliver Forstrom, meanwhile, has had some drama off camera further down, and he's dropped to 8th place in EVA after battling so hard with Denny Ploger. I think he's going to have to settle for that position when all is said and done, as we understand it. But right now, your top 4 all on screen together. Grant Miller, well, ladies and gentlemen, after a win at Daytona, he thought this season was going to go strong, but it's been going so very, very wrong. But here at Magny Court, he rights all the wrongs and takes victory in EVA, and overall as Grant Miller in race number 2 of the day. Grant Miller, what an achievement from him on his debut in the McLaren. Well, he takes victory in Evo, and indeed he was the favourite coming out of Okayama, and he's the favourite here today.
And here comes Grant Miller Dara taking the checkered flag in the Premier class.
Yeah, great result for Grant Miller again. He made that move after Luke Bailey made a big mistake. However, he's not going to mind about how it comes. He's not going to mind that he lost 6/10 on that final lap, because he's won the race. He'll take all the points home.
Toby Ardiak will take the win here.
Yeah, what a race it's been for him. He's come back through, and he's then fended off John Lubbock towards the end, who was charging hard right at the end of the race, flashing of the lights, maybe in recognition, strobing of the lights really, but it's Toby Hardiak who wins then. He reported him out, and he'll be delighted with that.
And here comes the Premier class making their way around the final corner.
It's going to be Toby Hardiak who is going to be the race winner for the Premier class. John Lubbock, Grant Miller 2nd and 3rd when they end up crossing the line, but Toby Hardiak in his home race as well. Great result for the 31, and Phoenix Racing are going to be very pleased with how he has coped with tonight. John Lubbock makes it a Porsche 1-2 in the class, and then of course it will be Grant Miller, the 3rd driver in the order. And there you go, 2 Phoenix drivers on the podium. I think they're going to be feeling pretty happy with how it's gone tonight.
Graham Beavers has won for his first race of the season, the 85 for Phoenix Racing Blue. Cracking effort for him, 6th in the championship. Best finish of the season was a 5th right at the start of the season, and he wins in quarters.
Oh yes, you've probably guessed that we're not Thursday night. I forgot to change that transition, so apologies for that. Sunday night GT3, Monza, combined circuits, same as we ran on the Thursday. It's a mixture of the old classical banked track and the new F1 familiar track that we all see in the modern racing games. A lot of it's going to be about slipstream, a lot of it's going to be about button drafting if you can get close enough. We didn't do too bad on Thursday. We had to get a help with the setup. The Hymo setup was absolutely nowhere. So one of the other drivers gave us a setup file which came from VRS, so that's very good. So we thanked him for that one. He's on the grid again tonight, so we'll hopefully see how we get on. So far so good. This is practice. There's just on 10 minutes left remaining, excuse me. Just on 10 minutes left of practice, and then we'll get into our normal 45-minute qualifying session. We're running exactly the same as what we did on Thursday. We don't have the same number of team drivers, so we're not getting the same slipstream arrangement as we were on Thursday. However, we'll see where we're at. We're currently sitting P8 overall in our class. If we can latch up to the back of these two, which are the elite guys, they're on an outlap, so they'll be getting up to speed. If I can latch up to the back of these, I might be able to pull a bit of slipstream as we go down the straights and around the banking. If they get too far ahead of me, then we'll have lost that opportunity, or if I make a complete ham sandwich of it like that, we'll also have lost that opportunity. So we're sitting on a 42.9. Fastest we've ever done is a 42.648. The organisers have changed the session conditions to be a lot cooler on track. 7 o'clock in the morning start time, so should we get a lot more lateral grip on the tyres, a little bit better traction out the corners as well. So we should be able to match that time. Everything being the same, we should naturally just be quicker on grip. But we've also got a completely different field ahead of us. We've got the elites in here as well as the pros, so some of those different pace differences between the Thursday drivers and the Sunday drivers is quite different. Got Shane behind us. Hopefully you can latch onto the back of that slipstream. If you get too far back, like 3-4 seconds, it does affect it, but he's inside 2 seconds, so he should still be able to latch onto the back of that. Even though he's quite small in the mirrors just now, you should be able to still grab that.
Not the chance, man.
So remember, the green number at the top is our delta to our all-time best, so we're about 10th up, 800ths up. The number below that is our time compared to our fastest in today's session. So top one is all-time best, we're 9/10ths down now, 8/10ths down, and the bottom one is our session best, which is how fast we've gone in comparison to tonight. So keep our fingers crossed.
Car stopped ahead, be careful. Go left.
Porsches are going to be quick, so hopefully we can latch onto the back of a couple of them. There's a Mustang ahead of us, hopefully he's going to keep going.
Go left.
Hayden was in the Aston, he won his race on Thursday, and he's back in the Chevy tonight, I believe, so
You have about one lap of fuel left.
he's got a couple of cars to compare. He's just as quick in both of them, to be honest. I'm going to get a nice slipstream off this Mustang. Stay here as long as we can, for as long as we can, around the lap. This will need to be our last lap, we're going to have to fuel up after this. It wasn't too bad. That's a pity.
Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel. Pit box in 10,
So that's not too bad.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
We've only got 2 minutes left, so we're not going to go back out for another lap.
That's it, go.
So the Lambo's able to hold 284, 283, slows down to about 279. So that's not any different to the McLaren in free air. So it's definitely not got a huge speed advantage on the straight. You must be making a lot of time up over the curbs and through the corners. Let's have a look at Reese, see what he's doing. We've got 45 seconds to go, so we may not get him on another lap. And he's backing off a bit, so Henrik, Tokalau. He's another one that's messing around with the country of origin. Young Harvey, see what he can get up down the straight. 2 seconds left, mate. He's going to hit a 284, 285, 286, 287. So again, we're going to be about 4 or 5 Ks down on some of these cars. Can't do anything about it. That's just the way the McLaren's working just now. Got to get out early to get the
Richard, do you
benefit of
want
the
to work
slipstream.
together?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
A lot of cars out already. Steve Hobbs is a pro ahead of us. We've got Shane and Sean Connor ahead of us. Hopefully we can get a slipstream off these guys. We've got enough for about 6 laps total, so it's an out lap and 5. So we should be able to get 3 runs just loading the same fuel in. That'll be an off track for oh, okay, we're still live. It's a good start. It's now coming up for 8 o'clock sim time. Track temps are still 20 degrees, so that's nice and cool. Tyres will work well. Less chance of locking up and getting good traction at the corners as well. So that's all working well so far. As long as they don't get too far away from us, 3 seconds is getting a bit tight. We lost 3 or 4 tenths in the Lesmo corners, lost our slipstream.
Max, don't hit me, you'll get invalidated.
So Hades just pointed out there, if you do any bump drafting, which is leaning on the bumper of the car in front, your quali time gets invalidated and scrubbed. So it's iRacing's way of making sure that people, although you can sit right behind them, that's iRacing's way of making sure that people are not pushing one another over the line to get a better lap time. I'm expecting a lot of Porsches. A lot of people swapped to the Porsche on the Thursday night just because of the slipstream and aero that the Porsches got this year. We saw that at Daytona, so there's a lot of guys changed to the Porsche for Thursday.
Well, this is going to be
Not
complicated.
so much tonight. Looks like everybody's still sitting in their main categories. That's good. Shane's in first on that first lap, so we'll need to wait and see what he looks like for his first flying lap. We got a 4th last week out in where were we? Miami. So that was good for the team points. I think Shane wasn't that far behind us. So this is a good time. We're 2.9 to 3 seconds 2.6 it is now, so that's a good gap. Just got to not screw it up. Got a break just before the end of this fence. So again, that was fine. Try not to let it slide at all, or run wide on the exit of that. Lost a couple of tenths through there. So it always feels good, but then just scrubbing too much speed, so just a little bit too hard on the brakes maybe. So this is going to be 2 or 3 tenths slower than our best, so this will be a high 42, low 43. Maybe a 42.8, 42.8, 42.9, somewhere around there. There's a 42.858. So that's put us second in category. We're still 8 tenths off the guy in front. So big gap ahead of us. And that'll be filled up by Andre Montine and Nick Parks and a lot of the other guys that are going to be quicker. Daniel Pay. Must be Shane Connor is in our category as well. So as they start to come over the start finish line now, they'll start to clock their second lap time. Class, yeah, so the track temps are down at 20 degrees, so grip is a lot better. Traction and braking is a lot better as well. So sim time is 8 o'clock in the morning, and grip is a hell of a lot better in and out the corners. So really good that they've done that. I mean, it is the same for everybody, but sometimes track temps up at 30, 40, 50 degrees are just horrendous. There's no reason for it to be that high. You either got to change the time of day, or they've got to change the day of the year that the events run on. Nobody wants to be running on 50, 60 degree track temps when there's literally no real grip on the car.
Can I go in front for 2 laps, Richard?
So wow, 41 ones from some of our inter cars. The Beamer, the Porsche, the Lambo were all fast.
We're almost out of fuel. We might not make it
So
to the end.
that's a bit of a stinker, to be honest. Screwed that up. That was horrible. Guys in front are just getting away from me out the slipstream. There's Andre Montaigne on a 42 dead. There's Kyle, gonna keep going. Keep pedaling, dude, keep pedaling.
Yep.
Oh, here's a whole gang out here now. Get around Casper. Tom Wheeler's just ahead. Kyle's got to tow us along nicely, I think.
Right side. Clear on the right.
Not had as good a slipstream as this so far, so we've got to make use of this one.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
Oh, there's no way that's a slowdown.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Oh, we need to go into the pits for fuel anyway, so... I think we were close to half a second up there before we just clipped that curb too much on the inside. If you clip too much on that, you get a 1 second slowdown, so that's really, really annoying. Now what we've got to do is fill it back up and then...
To get to pit this lap for more fuel.
I've got to fill it back up and get out in the slipstream.
What are you doing, Maxine? You letting us by, or?
Pit boxing. 10,
I'm not going to take tyres this time. I want to see what happens.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Now we're going to find a gap.
That's it, go.
Where there's a few cars coming round. There's one. Maybe a bit too quick for us. We'll see if we can latch onto him. That's worked well. In fact, he's going too slow.
What are you doing, bro? The race isn't it. This isn't the race. Thank you.
Right side. Keep to the left. Clear.
Just reload the trading paints to make sure everybody's livery's up. There's been a few issues with trading paints lately and just not reloading the base files properly, so just want to make sure everybody's livery's up. You can see just how much some of the cars can take those curbs, so that's definitely not us, that's for sure. Oh, that's too hot. Yep, lost it all there. That's annoying. So that little agent file needs to run now before trading paints will reload, so keep that in mind for future.
You got about 5 laps of fuel left.
You want some tow?
Just kind of slow it down damn thing down enough in there. Well, we're going to be in and around where we normally are, I'm afraid. Still nobody out there. We're completely on our own out here. We're going to have to back off and try and find a slipstream buddy, I reckon. Unless we're going to get a benefit of the guys going down the other straight while we're on the main straight. Nope, that doesn't work that way. .6 from Craig Hewlett. No, that's getting away from us again. So Jakob and Kyle ahead are slipstreaming one another. But there, it's too far up the road. And we get a couple of these guys. March on the back of Henrik. Oh, he's too close. That's a pity.
We're almost out of fuel. We might not make it to the end.
Gonna get us a 10th. It's not brilliant though. Not enough to move up the order. We're right behind Nick. Last lap. We'll get another tank, another run after this. I'll try and time the traffic a bit better.
One lap of fuel left.
See if we can get a few more cars within reach. We're just a little bit too far behind the guys in front.
Casper and Steve, I'm gonna let y'all by whenever you catch, just so you guys know.
That'll be an off track. Yeah.
Then you cut the cork.
I'm staying left, boys.
It's just so annoying.
Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel.
So this time we will take tyres and fuel.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. That's it, go! Car on the left. Clear on the left.
So they're going to flash me in the pits, mate, when I've got the limiter on, and there's no advantage in doing it. I don't know where he's going. He's away on his own.
Sorry.
Oh shit. And after all that, it didn't even add any bloody fuel.
I'm slow on the inside.
That's it, go!
Right, here's a gang coming round. Oh shit. Go left, Harvey.
Left side. Clear. You got about 5 laps of fuel left. They say you cut the corss.
Entirely sure I did. Got to try and stick on the back of Mr. Wheels. He's done a 40.7, so if I can be anywhere close to him. Oh, Jesus, H, mother of God. That's just typical.
got about 5 laps of fuel left.
No. Jesus. For God's sake.
On the left, on the left.
And that's an off track. This is unbelievable. Three and a half minutes to go, maybe get 2 laps, 1.5 laps.
Excellent, bye. slow.
Yeah, just too hard on the brake. No. Down a tenth and a half again, so just kind of get that apex in the Lesmos to keep my speed up. So again, we should be able to complete the lap, but open quali you don't seem to be able to complete your lap, which was the whole point of being able to do it.
We're almost out of fuel. We might not make it to the end. Pit boxing 10.
I don't know what they fixed, but they've
5.
allowed us to complete the lap, so that's a fucking start.
1. Right here.
Right, time for a quick break, I think we get. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Yes, some of the cars can definitely take the curbs a lot better. Hello to the keyboard company. So a couple of minutes of warm-ups left. We're not taking part in this session on a 2.4 minute 2.440 lap time, so we'll just gonna sit here and watch Harvey check his lines. We've got the setup loaded, so not much more we can do with this amount of warm-up. Look at that, they're up at 289, they'll be hitting 290. Yeah, we're definitely not up there. It's surprising just how easy some of them make it look, from braking and coasting and everything. Well, that's not us. So let's see where we grid up. We are, wow, we are 11th in class.
Estimated SOF is 2,533. Pit road's closed. There are a lot of points on the table. Be smart and get a good finish.
20 and 8, so that's, I don't know, 50th maybe overall. Some of the elites in 239s. Where's Hayden? Hayden's not even in the top 5 this time out. He's going to have Harvey and Matty Croft around him.
5 cars left to grid.
Plus Andrea, Craig Hewlett, they're in the 40.6s, so they're going to be quite far up. Looks like we've got Shane Cotton behind us, Nick Parks ahead of us.
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid. Waiting on the final car to grid.
I don't know where Max is, he's in pros, so he'll be up in well, that's strange because it's saying that Harvey's elite, but he's in pros. So I don't know what's happening there. They've cocked that up again. Can't honestly be difficult to get the numbers in the class files right. He's in number 234, so he should be elite. But for some reason the class files put him down into the wrong category. So on Thursday we had a massive smash at coming out of Lesmo 2, going down the straight towards this chicane. Massive crash under the bridge. Somebody just didn't take the kink in the road to the left, and that was it. They had spun round, clipped the guy, and that was it. There was like 30 of us under the bridge by the looks of it, either stranded or facing the wrong way.
Getting ready, going green. Catch up, 35 car. Pace car is in.
So we're just going to sit back a little bit just now and keep our
Green flag.
keep our
There's an
lane going.
incident ahead.
And they're already into one another. Really kind of make this stuff up. Couldn't even get over the line without bumping into another.
There's an incident ahead. You've got a slow car on the left.
Somebody in the wall. Neville's down. He's going to get out the toe. He's lost the toe.
Car on the right. Keep to the left. Keep to the left. Clear on the right. Slow car ahead. Left side. Still left. Slow car ahead. Go right. There's an incident ahead. Keep to the right. You're on the right. 3 wide. Left side. 2 wide. You're on the right. 3 wide. Left side. 2 wide. Go right. Clear. Left side. Clear on the left. There's an incident behind.
Neville's gone. Unfortunately, a little bit early on the throttle, maybe. Nick's got a wiggle on. Sit behind these guys. See if we can get a slipstream around the bank. We do know on the Thursday leg the Porsches were literally, even though we were in their slipstream, they were driving away from us, further up the road. Daz Sharples is stuck somewhere. I don't know how that Mustang is not pulling. Bit too much wing maybe. Wrong setup house. Bit of a sit and duck if that's his slipstream pace. We're up at 291 tonight. Cars are absolutely screaming tonight. We were barely on 283, 284 on Thursday. Somebody facing the wrong there. I don't know who that was. Shane's had a bit of a lift coming out the corner.
Car on the left. Hold your line. Clear on the left.
You're on the plug chain.
Car on the right. Hold your line. Still left. Clear
So
on the
Nick's
right.
actually a new member to
Car
our
on the right.
community, both here on SRI, but also we've managed to pick him up into the Phoenix group as well. Hopefully he'll be able to tag into one of the other teams if he's able to do a Thursday night, or if he wants to continue with Sunday. So we've got Nick and we've got Gil Licky, who was in the session. I don't know if he's racing tonight. He's usually in the Sunday leagues. Going to start to do some endurance with these guys as well as a few other things we've got planned. So this will be good for us going forward.
Keep to the right. Clear on the
Nick's
left.
still there. He's holding on. We're going to just lift a little bit, pull in behind him, maintain that toe down the straight.
There's an incident ahead.
Well done, mate.
Incident ahead.
Slow car ahead. Go right.
Yeah, because you didn't slow down enough, mate, did you? Nice one. There's Hayden on his way through. That's good use of the overtake there, Hayden. Certainly didn't lift for that, did you?
I got screwed over that.
Car stops ahead. Be careful. You've got a slow car on the right. Go left.
Sean, you're brinking a lot, by the way. Yeah, I'm not happy about what's happening. Yeah. Yeah, I can confirm, also blinking in my mirror. Charlie, once you reach that, you're going to follow it. we're back, boys. Showing you each other, mate. You cool with the push down or not? What was up?
Looks like Tom's got a bit of aero damage on the rear here, so he's been in the wars. I might slow him down for a few kilometres now.
Danny wanted to push, but I might just...
Fueling up now
not.
to get us to the finish. Car 223 has taken the lead.
Yeah, we should probably work together as a little pack to catch up with Matthew and thing. Show them work together. Push me.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
My bad on it. All good.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is, what, 0.6 seconds. Left side. Clear. Car on the left. Clear on the left. That was your fastest lap of the session. You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is, what, 0.1 seconds. The car behind is closing on you. The gap is, what, 0.2 seconds. did us 41.407.
Oh.
I am so sorry.
There's a guy in the field. I don't know who that was.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is...
Sounds like Hayden's involved. Probably bump drafting somebody into the bloody bushes, to be perfectly honest.
You've got a slow car on the left. Car
Thank
stopped
you.
on the left.
Thank you so much.
There's an incident ahead. Go right. Car 111 has taken the lead.
Well, we're getting further up. Either people are pitting or they're dying. One of the two. Oh, my overlay's managed to reset itself. Apologies for that. See if we can get Andrew Fellows.
Hayden, did they just pass this guy?
I'm sure he would if he could.
Say that again, Ross?
I tried to get him to work with me before, but when he was behind me and pushed me, he's haven't done yet. We're both like 7 seconds, 9 seconds now to the front. Then if he passes, we'll use each other if you want.
Yeah, we can do that. Ross, theoretically, you don't need past this guy. He's in a different class.
Nah, I know, but it's not playing the game half the time.
Kyle, you think we can get him? No. Nah, not here, Kyle.
And I just let him pass because we wouldn't, well, he just kept trying to overtake me.
We can work.
You got about 5 laps of fuel left.
Can I keep moving, Andrew?
Car on the left.
I was going to work with you, Ross, but then when I seen what happened on the banking, kind of already was next to you.
No, I mean, I just moved up to the top. I was losing a bit of stability there.
Sorry, Grant, that wasn't deliberately leaving at all.
So the downside is if I overtake Andrew, he's got much better straight line speed anyway, and he's going to get my slipstream, so he's just going to drive away from me, and then when he drives away from me, I'm not going to be able to catch him. So I have to try and determine whether it's worth sticking with him, bumping him down the straight, easing off before the corners, and try and get him into the first chicane on the new track. Or the F1 track, I'll call it.
Get him, Ross! Get him!
There we go.
Left side. Keep to the right. Hold your line. Keep to the right. Still left.
Try and keep it tight to this line, Henrik's on the left.
One shot of winning this thing, gonna have to work together, let's get breakers.
Clear on the left.
Let's see if Henrik can catch. Oh, he must have got a slow down on. That's not good.
Oh, yeah, you can have it, bro.
That is painful. I've had that all through qualifying. Das Sharples ahead of us. Another pro not getting away from us. Henry Zilka, same car, same issue. It would appear to be no top end slipstream speed. Fast enough that we can't catch him, but not fast enough to carry any legs.
So let me push you, Maxi.
Back up behind Andrew Fellows again. Three more laps of fuel. Try not to screw it up this time. We understeered on the Thursday race and that put us unfortunately right to the wrong side of Stuart Rice when he was coming through. And he doesn't have his radio on. And although we were radioing to say that there's that we were pitting that lap, we couldn't actually turn right because he was there. So we had to go and do another lap.
That
So
was super nice, awesome.
I might have to get in a couple of laps earlier. I'm going to shoot past Andrew on this right hand side now. Not quite. We did up the preload on the diff by
Car on the left.
10 Newton meters between quali and the race. Henrik's going to push us. That has stabilised the rear a little bit. Just as we're coming out the corners, it doesn't want to snap oversteer, it actually wants to pull understeer, so it's getting there. We've also got to watch that we don't, so we need 11.5 over the line. That's fine, that was 12.3, so that's okay, we'll have a litre when we come in, so we've got 2 laps maximum.
We're almost out of fuel, we might not make it to the end.
Yeah, we know we might not make it to the end, but we're not going to the end, we're just going to the pit stop, dude. And then we've got 56 litres, 57 to go in. We'll still have 5 in the tank, we can hold 77, so that's good. We'll just check our fuel is sitting right, so that's okay. Fuel's good, we're not going to take tyres. Temperatures are low enough that we don't need to worry about tyre wear. We did Thursday on one set, it felt fine. Going to be right behind Andrew all the way down here. Now we're going to pull out and we're going to hope that he blocks himself against Das Sharples. Nope, not yet. We're getting closer to Daz though. I think it's going to be too late unless Daz pits this lap. Porsche should go longer on fuel. It's a smaller engine. Does have a smaller tank, but okay.
Because I'm slow.
Really getting good traction out of some of these corners with that diff change.
Leaders pitting now. The leader just did a 40.546. Car 222 has taken the lead.
Right, I think we are going to go in this lap. We don't want to mess it up. There's a big gap when we're going to come out. Nope, Andrew Fellows is in. Daz Sharples is in. Going to keep going for another lap. We don't have anybody on the slipstream. Now we do. The better Frost guy.
You have about one lap of
One
fuel
more
left.
lap. That's all we've got. No more in the window. Henrik's car's hit that aero wall unless he's just hanging off. I think he's got the wrong wing on now, or the wrong rear ride height. Now that's interesting because Steve Rubino was in a Mustang and he had an absolute barn door of a car, so unless there's physically something in the Mustang Hymo setups, Hymo was shocking for us. On you go, Henrik, just go right, dude.
Still left. Clear.
So I kept my line now. I could have gone to the right, but I knew he was coming to the right. That would have put me offline. He wants to overtake, then he can go around. Plus it now means that if we can keep a hold of him, we should be able to get a slipstream down that final sector into the pit. We were using Andrew Fellows for that before. We'll see where we come out.
Leaders pitting now.
It's going to be about right. We're going to come in with 1 litre left. Henrik's coming in as well.
Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel.
We're in. It's safe. We're under the limit.
Pit boxing 10,
9, 8, 7. Where's our man?
5, 3,
He's right at the far end.
1.
Oh, this
Right
is
here.
absolute. Oh, we've screwed that. Absolutely screwed on that. We couldn't see the stall. Not to worry. I don't know if you can hit that safety car or you can drive through it, so I'm going to be very careful coming out here. There's Henrik away out now.
That's it, go.
Alright. There's Andrew Fellows. Dash Sharples is coming through.
Am I crazy, bro?
He's through. We're ahead of Andrew Fellows. Gotta get up to speed quick though. He's coming through like an absolute missile. Hold your line. Normal service is resumed. He's over there somewhere. There he is. So we've lost out because Daz Sharples is further ahead. Wondering if he's put enough fuel in that car. We are literally on the limit, so we're going to have to do a lifting coast at the 200-250 meter board because we don't have enough fuel. So we're just a bit tight on fuel.
The gap is 4.7 seconds.
Got a lift there. Oh, he screwed that. And Granty boy, getting his tail. Long lift. See how much fuel we can save behind Andrew this time. Porsche's got very good brakes, so we're not going to be able to do much about him into the first chicane. What's going to happen is he's really slow here.
Has taken the lead.
And get him out of this sector. Line him up for the straight. Oh, Andrew.
Oh, God, mate, that was my first incident point.
Well, I only got a 1 for going off track.
Gap is 1.1 seconds.
I think the contact was a 0x as you ran into me, and then when you went off, obviously that was a 1. Actually, it should have been a 2, yeah, I'm not sure.
I think it gave you 1 extra for not knowing what the hell you were doing with your brake pedal there.
My brake's in the normal place. Come on, Maxine. Right, Sean, are we working together to get higher?
The gap is 3.4.
I was hoping so. That's the only thing.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1.6 seconds.
Well, that's what it is. We're still in, well, we're in 5th. Must have been quite a few dropouts. I don't know what happened there, if there was accidents or what, but they're a good 30 seconds back now. Well, 7 seconds back actually. We'll just hope that Andrew screws it up coming into the Ascari chicane. We can catch him back up again and get back on his tail.
Oh no!
Car 111 has taken the
That
lead.
doesn't sound good. Sounds like Nathan's in the wall somewhere.
Saving fuel, I dumped it too hard. He probably would have done me in anyway. I'm coming.
.6. Right, let's see if we can get a toe off them. We're a bit far back, but it might still work. 17 minutes to go. Approximately 6 laps.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1.8 seconds.
The answer might be no, we're not closing in on him. Because he'll hold that 282 around that bank. We're dropping out of the 279, 77s.
The gap is 3.1 seconds.
He's now gained another 2/10 out of that corner. We're really struggling on fuel. So we're just going to have to... we're now at 5. Shit. So... just need to see when the leader crosses the line. No, we're back in the red, so it'll all depend on when the leader crosses the line. And or however it works, it should change. The leader's just coming round the bank now. But that's not the lap, that's the outside track, so that's not the start finish line. Andrew's definitely getting away from us, so we've lost a slipstream. 2.3, it'll be 2.4 or 5 by the time we get out of this banking. Oh shit, dude.
Pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 4.1 seconds.
.9, and I've got absolutely no idea where that line is coming from to calculate it into the first chicane. Shane's down in 9th, he's doing similar sort of times. 44.3 to 44.224, so similar pace. He's probably in the same boat I am, is just stuck in a gap.
3.4 seconds. You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 3.3 seconds.
Just got to hope that Andrew has a slip up coming into one of the corners. Could also be our tyres. Track temp's 25, but tyres should still have been good.
The leader just did a 40.97.
So tyres on the last one were 95%, so absolutely perfect. Track temps have really helped the tyre life, so nothing wrong with tyres.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
Yeah, we're a bit tight on fuel.
It's going well. Keep at it.
Henrik Zilka is ahead of Daz Sharples, but Daz came out of the pits after me. Henrik was in front of me, yeah, so we jumped them, but they've now slipstream past. Shit. I don't think Andrew Fellows has got the slipstream on Daz either, so it's just a bit too far ahead. He's 3.4
You're losing
ahead of
the
him.
car in front. The gap is 3.8 seconds.
Well, we'll just keep it clean and tidy and see what happens for the points. 9 minutes to go is about 4 or 5 laps, so as long as we don't have any issues when it comes to fuel, we should be okay.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 2.9 seconds.
As long as we don't get any slowdowns, that's the other thing. It's 4 seconds ahead now. Wow.
is 4.2 seconds. You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 2.6 seconds.
There's a lot of cars pitting again. So I presume they've got a splash and dash.
That's going.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 4.4 seconds.
Only got
You're pulling away from the car behind.
1.5
The gap
laps,
is
2 laps, so
4.9 seconds.
timer wise it should be okay. Nick Parks and Shane Connor are behind us. Gotta keep it going. Hopefully a few others will have fuel issues.
We're almost out of fuel. We might not make it to the end.
We're not going to make it to the end. We've got 2 laps and we need 11.5.
White flag. One more lap to go.
It is 1 more lap to go. We've got loads of fuel. Shit, we've got 6 litres extra. That's annoying. Fuel calc was saying negative 0.6 all that time. And now we cross the line, it corrects itself. We've got 1 lap more in the tank. To be honest, I'd be surprised it did run out of fuel because we always had 0.6 of a lap, so that would have been really annoying if that was the way it ended.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 3.8.
I'm not worried about the car in front now, then,
The gap
because
is 1.6 seconds.
he's just got to hope he doesn't run out of fuel. His last lap was a second slower than ours, so something's going wrong with his. So I'm wondering if Mr. Fells has got a fuel issue. He's slowing down. You got enough fuel, Andrew?
Yeah, I got plenty.
Shit.
Good race, Tom.
Brilliant racing, Kyle.
No, he doesn't. He's got 2.8. He's slowing down.
You have about 1 lap.
No, you dinna. You're about to run out of fuel, Andrew Fellows.
I'm gonna lie, I'm pretty good about that.
I got played by my fuel, Kyle.
I got spun out in second place.
Yeah, I saw it was a Lambo. He loves leaning on people in the oval.
As the flag, it's over.
Maybe he did have enough then.
We'll get him next time.
Go on, mate. Good race. Unfortunate that one.
Yeah, good fun. Well done. Well done, Nick. Well done, Shane. Well done, Shane. Mr. Muntean must have won that one. Maybe we'll just leave it there. Right, well that was it. I think we've got a fifth again. So again, not too bad actually for comparing it against the Thursday. Seems to be that's where we are on a Sunday. Different drivers on a Sunday. There are a few common drivers, but some of them have just got their half a second on us, and some of them are even in the same car. So that's going to be a skill issue, as they say. Right, so let's see if we can get some sort of results. So let's jump to live me. So we finished 25th overall. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 elites. And then it's 1, 2, and Andre got enter. So it's 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4, 5. I want to go and have a look at that lap that Mr. Fellows did but didn't slow. Because we were pretty tight to him. Now, was that before the pit stop or after the pit stop? I thought that was after the pit stop. No. Sorry viewers if this is making you a bit seasick. Right, so it must have been before the pit stop. So that was Hendrick behind us. That's fine. So it's got to be up around here somewhere. So he should be braking at the green AstroTurf on the left. Yeah, so it's not this lap. Right, so it must have been... that's confused me now. Right. 10. When did I get there? I don't know when I got that 1x. Did I get the 1x? Lap 5? Sorry viewers, we're going in fast forward mode. I can't honestly think when I fell off on that corner then. No.
Yo, Matthew, if you're still here, the fact that you were able to finish it with doing a 900 on the straight is crazy, bro. Props to you for that.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised that the old girl finished. She's a little punching bag. Ashes isn't there, unfortunately.
I feel like we would have had a nice battle at the end too, dude. I got tricked by my fuel calc. For the whole entire second stint, I said I only had 1 liter until the end, but I overfueled by 0.8, and then of course white flag comes, and then the thing updates, and then it says I had like 6.5. So I've been fuel saving for like 25 minutes, dude. This is a fucking joke.
I accidentally poured a fucking buttload of fuel inside like 2-3 more laps left.
Yeah, I should have known. Instead of like taking the short, I should have just like went for it and should have known. That's the 3rd time it's happened to me. It's so fucking annoying. It's eye overlay. It's terrible.
That's why I got rid of it and went race laps.
Yeah, Shane uses race labs. He swears by it, and ever since he switched, he's never gone back.
Right. There it was there. Yeah, I don't know what's happened there. Yeah, Grant, you're just 10 metres too late, mate. Damn, that's annoying. Right, well, that'll be it, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. We will be back in on Thursday. Our next track is VIR, Virginia International.